Hi everybody, so what we're going to do today is convert a doodle or a drawing that's been scanned in. The one I have here is this one here called Sky Dragon. If I just open that up for a second so we can see what it looks like. So this is what the scan drawing looks like. So what we're going to have to do first is convert that down to a PNG, a portable network graphics format, from PDF. So we're just going to open up the toolbox, grab the selection tool, and I'm just going to select an area. I'm just going to include that black bar as well so I can get the student's signature. And let's have a look. I might bring that a little bit further down, take this one a little bit further up, and pull this one out a tad, and pull this one out a tad. So now I'm ready, so I'm going to crop that. So I go up to Tools and I go to Crop, or I can just do Command K. So that gives, and then this pops up and says, do you want to delete the outside content? Yes, I do. And then I'm now left with this. I now want to be able to convert it to PNG, so we go Export, and I convert it to PNG. I'm going to call it Sky Dragon. I already have one here, so I'll just replace what's there. This one was scanned in quite high at 300 pixels per inch, which is kind of fine. Sometimes you can do it at 150, which is acceptable, but I'll leave it at 300. So whatever it came in at, just leave it there and that'll be fine. So I'll go Save. It'll ask me to replace the one that's already there. It's done. So I can close this. Now if I have a look, I now have this one here, Sky Dragon PNG. So if I open that up, I now get the one that I scanned in. Okay, it's a PNG as you can see up here, and I'm not going to do anything else with that, so I can close that now. What I want to do now is I actually want to open it in Illustrator, so I'm going to right click on here and go open with Illustrator, and that'll open here, and Illustrator is now available. And what you'll notice is that there is a blue line that goes around the image that's come in. I want that to be still available because I'm going to need that while I do the rest. So I go up to Object, come down to Image Trace, and I make. It's going to ask me if I want to do this. I just go OK. Does a little bit of math, converts it to some sort of semi-appropriate image, when you'll find that a lot of it is disappeared. Now, there's nothing to worry about at this point, but we do need to open up the image trace dialog box. So we go up to here, and the image trace dialog box turns up. I usually find that around 200, maybe 210 will probably do for this one. And once I've selected, it will change my threshold to 210. It does a little bit of mathematical calculation once again, and what you'll notice that all these lines will bounce out at us quite nicely. So we'll just give this a little wait, maybe slightly longer wait than a little wait, but there you go. Now I just hide that, and you can see now that everything's really pumped out a little bit, and you can really see the detail in the drawing. So I've now done that. I've still got it selected because I can see the little blue line around it. So I now go back up to Object, and I complete the image trace, and I go Expand. And that takes all the little lines and converts each one into a vector. Okay, so as you can see, I can click on bits and pieces and I can see little vectory bits coming up. So I want to now go up to select it all, so I go to select all, and I go down to Live Paint, and I'm going to convert it so I can paint it. Go through a mathematical process, so it will now accept painting as an option. Taking its time, it's actually quite a big drawing. Taking its time, and we're nearly done. And we have success. Sort of right about now, maybe now. I'll get rid of it. There we go. So I can press the K on the keyboard, or I can choose over here, Live Paint Bucket. And you'll notice that in a Live Paint Bucket you can use the letter K, so I can use the letter K. Now notice that I can, as I pass my cursor over, you can see what's going to be filled in. It doesn't make any sense at this point, so I'm just going to click over here, choose that little selection tool here, click away from the image, so nothing is selected, but if I pass my mouse over it, I can see things happening. Press K again on the keyboard, or choose a Live Bucket, and then I can just pass my mouse around and I can see that things are going to fill with colour. So I can choose a colour, double click on that, and then I can choose a colour. I'll choose this red here, go OK, and then what I'll do is I'll zoom in a little bit just so you can see in better detail. So if I click here, so anything that goes red, I can, once I click, that will turn into a red colour. Now because this is quite a complex dragon, it's going to take a while to do this, but what I can do is change a few colours, and just to show you how it works. There you go. Now I can also change the colour of the text of the black stuff. So if I want to, I'll just choose another colour, say a terrible blue, that'll do. If I click here on the black, then it goes blue. And it doesn't look good. It destroys it. So Command Z or go up to undo, and that brings us back to that black line that we had just a moment ago, which is far more detailed. Now if I zoom back out to 100%, I can see how it's going to look. And that's how you do Live Paint Bucket on an Illustrator image, and then we'll go from there. And once we've done that, we'll move on to Illustrator. Thank you.